Alright, so I'm out here at Kimberly's from the office's house. This is the front door here. You come in and come through the house. You make a left into the hallway here. You got the thermostat here on the wall. We'll change it out, get her a nice new thermostat, be a digital one. I hadn't talked to her about programmable yet, but that's a possibility. And then to the left of that, you have the air handler in this closet. So the filter is in the door. And then under here, there's not really a box, it's just mounted up here. So we need to put a box under here and put the filter in that box, because this is just not really right. And this filter here is 16 by 25. And they also have a filter that goes in the bottom of the unit too. We got a disconnect here. That's good. We need to change out these copper lines. And then the drain's running down there. We'll reconnect to that drain line. There's a breaker on the front of this unit too. The plenum is not nearly as big as it needs to be. It's only well, it's pretty small, so she's wanting us to redo the ductwork too. Alright, so the closet's 23¼ inches wide, and the unit's about 17½ inches wide, so no problem sliding that out of there and or getting the new one in. This old unit's 22¼ inches deep, and the closet gives you about 25 inches. Copper right here is right on the edge of where the door's going to close on it, so it can't be much deeper than this, but our units won't be any deeper than that anyway, so shouldn't have any trouble there. This unit's 35 inches tall. You got 44½ inches on this box to the door here. I think we could bring it down a little bit, so we're going to be rebuilding the box anyway. So we could make it, the unit can be as tall as it needed to be. Alright, so now I'm in the laundry room. Looking at the breaker panel. You got heater, number 1, that's a 60 amp. And number 5, AC, that's a 30 amp. And change out these 2 breakers. So now I'm out here looking at the condenser. It's right here under the meter. We're gonna need to move it down over this way, put it on this side of this dryer vent, get him a new AC pad. We'll replace the copper lines. We'll come out the side of the brick over here with the copper lines. You can see kind of how it's done over here. They just punched out a little spot. And then we'll have to change the power and get a new weatherproof disconnect down there. New pad. And actually, I don't know why we need a weatherproof disconnect, because you got the power box right here on top of this thing, so you just pull power right out of here to the unit over there. We're in Georgia, so we don't need an electrician. So now I'm opposing into the house the condenser, and this is the only way to get up in the attic. You can go up in there from the other way, but we need to cut a hole, and so we can work on the stuff inside the house. I'm looking in there. End of the ductwork right there. It actually doesn't look like it's in that bad of shape, but I can't really get in there because it's tight. So you got about 30 inches from the bottom of that board there to the roof. The insulation looks like it's good. As far as an attic access hole, these boards only 14 inches between them in the attic, so that's the biggest you could make the hole sideways. So yeah, I guess we'd put in a new duct line or a new trunk line and all the drops. I'll count out the drops in there. Also, they want to add vents to the back room, and there's no attic space there, so I don't know how that's going to work, but it's all the way at the other end of the house. And try to open up the eave at the other end of the house and look in from that end. As I'm looking in the other end of the house, there's more space down here. The attic gets higher. Over there, I really can't even get in and out of here though, because it's only about 10 or 12 inches between this board here, and it is blocking me from entering this hole. Put the add-on, it's over there in that corner, and I just don't know how we could put a new vent in there. It's right at the pitch of the house, and there's no space over there where you could put a vent. There's the duct work running back down that way. It runs in between those, and she's wanting to replace the duct work. Insulation looks decent. I don't know why I couldn't just run duct work down this big middle part here, which I guess all the vents are right there. Alright, so I was showing you that hole there, the inside of it, and then the house comes down into the pitch, and then this here is the space with no attic space in it at all above it, and they want a vent in there. So I don't know how we could do that. I have to get somebody else to look at it. Or I don't know, put a mini split in there or something. Alright, so I'm still out here at Kimberly's house, and I talked to her, told her the ductwork looks pretty good, and I don't really think that we need to replace it. We need to replace the plenum and to hook into the unit at a bigger spot, or hook into the ductwork at a bigger spot, and probably add return. But as far as this part right here goes, I told them that there's really no way to put ducts in there, and they said that just go back and put a window unit in there, save some money, and have it that way.